Imagine opening your feed and stopping cold on the first frame. Elizabeth Olsen in razor-clean morning light, hair swept back by a soft city breeze, gaze steady like she already knows the next beat. No heavy glam, no overbuilt set, just daylight, texture, and presence. It doesn't feel posed so much as caught, like the lens pressed pause at the exact second the day decided to begin. Try not to gasp, the opener sets the tone. She steps off a rain-polished curb, ankle-length coat floating behind a crisp knit and tailored trousers. Sun threads a slim ribbon along her lapel. A taxi drifts into bokeh. Somewhere a cafe door clicks open. Nothing shouts. Everything lands. You can almost hear the city clear its throat, swipe, and the world goes studio simple. Black and white, a single stool, and air. Elizabeth sits half-turned, elbows on knees, expression somewhere between a secret and a hello. A high-key light sketches one side of her face and lets shadow write the rest. No ornaments, no flourish, negative space doing quiet work while presence does the styling. Minimal somehow reads maximal when the subject knows exactly who she is. Next, an art house corridor, white walls and skylight calm. She pauses at a canvas, fingertips hovering just shy of a saturated brushstroke, then tilts her head as if the color just made a point. The camera keeps a respectful distance so the room can breathe. This isn't fashion shouting. This is elegance speaking at a normal volume and still winning the room. A cafe window beat follows. She leans into the glass with a paperback half closed, eyes flicking to something off frame. Reflections braid the street into the picture. Neon, crosswalk stripes, a cyclist threading a puddle. She smiles at a thought that arrives unannounced, and the image stops being pretty and starts being human. Ordinary turned cinematic because the person inside the frame carries a story that doesn't need to shout. Motion next. A walk and talk along a tree-lined block, coat unbuttoned, scarf loose, tempo easy. The lens tracks. The background softens to tasteful blur. Window boxes, a doorman's nod, the faint gold of late morning. Hem moves, hair settles, and the shutter lands right as the cadence of her steps syncs with the moment. Stylists screenshot it for proportions done right. One hero piece, two quiet supports, zero clutter, a close-up interrupts scale, window light, honest grain, the tiny sun freckles the day remembered. No porcelain smoothing, no glassy blur. Texture is allowed to live. A flyaway strand that refuses to be trained. The soft crease where a smile begins. The frame says what captions try to, confidence is the best edit. There's a candid beat most galleries would cut. A gust flips the edge of her scarf. She snags it midair, nearly drops her sunglasses, then laughs with someone just out of frame. The camera wobbles a fraction. The truth doesn't. That's the save and send shot. The one your group chat forwards with, this. Golden hour arrives and upgrades everything. Rooftop, skyline stacked in sober geometry, wind arriving like an idea. She steps into the gust instead of bracing. Fabric moves, hair moves, posture holds. A clean diagonal draws from shoulder to city edge, graphic and human at once. Editors file it under print this big. Back inside, a minimalist table, scattered contact sheets, a pencil tucked behind an ear, a mug cooling to the right. She studies a proof, taps the margin twice, then looks up. You can almost hear the soft thump of a folder closing, the quiet this one. Decision photographed without a single exclamation point. If these frames paused your scroll, tap like, subscribe for more truth-first galleries, and drop a comment with the moment that hit hardest. The studio calm, the cafe reflection, the rooftop wind, or that last horizon shot that says everything without saying a word.